Hi there, folks. Welcome to the channel. It's good to have you with us. Today's story is a two-part story. I'm going to combine them both into this one video, but I will tell you when part two begins. And, well, if you enjoy the story, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon. That way you'll know next time I publish a story. I do appreciate it, and, well, I think it's time to begin this story. 19 Chestnut Street, written by MPZ 1968. Part 1. I have been staying in this house for some time now. I grew up here, so I know every nook and cranny of this house. My parents moved out a while ago, leaving me here to take care of the place, I assume. They didn't say anything to me. They just packed up all of their stuff and left. I guess they rent it out from time to time, as I've seen many people come and go. Some were cool, some were assholes, but all in all, it hasn't been that bad. I stay in the attic. I turned it into a bedroom a while back. It's a little cramped, but how much space does a guy like me really need? Sometimes when I'm bored, I like to sit up there and reflect on some of the people I've come in contact with during their stay here, like the businessman, Mr. Reynolds. He was cool, mid-30s, ladies' man. He kept this place looking sharp for the ladies, of course. He was always talking to some Chinese-looking guy on what he called his laptop. I don't really know what that is. Then one day he just disappeared. Some people came, took his stuff shortly after that, and I wonder whatever happened to him. Anyway, there were what I like to call, for the lack of a better term, high guys, two stoner buddies that like to sit around all day, drink beer, play video games, and get stoned. Who am I to judge anyone? To each their own, I always say. But they trash this place. I can't have that. I tried everything I could to get them out of here, but they were so high most of the time they thought I was a hallucination and laughed it off. I stayed in my room the day the cops came to take the house and take them away. Who's laughing now? There's been many families move in and out. None of them really stay too long. Moms and dads with a couple of kids. Sometimes just mom and kids. Sometimes just dad. Aside from a few screaming matches and the sounds of making love on occasion, we all seem to pretty well get along. I really enjoyed playing games with the kids, though. They're so much fun playing hide and seek, duck, duck, goose, games like that. Made me feel alive. I really miss those kids. But now there's Susan. She moved in about 6 months ago. Susan is amazing. She's single, no kids, though she does have a cat, Oscar. Oscar doesn't like me at all. Every time I come into the room, he stands up, curls his back, and hisses at me like he's ready to attack. I don't want any trouble, so I just leave Oscar alone. Susan goes to work early every morning and doesn't return until late at night, sometimes after dark. I don't know exactly what she does for a living, but I'm sure I'll find out eventually. She spends most of her days off just watching Hallmark movies and eating lots of ice cream. I don't understand why, but as pretty as she can do whatever she likes. Susan is about 5'4", late 20s, maybe early 30s, with beautiful long brown hair, these amazing green eyes, and a voice like an angel. It doesn't hurt that she's chunky in all the right places either. No disrespect to any of you ladies that may be reading this. Susan may be the most beautiful woman I have seen in a long time, but her housekeeping skills, they leave a lot to be desired. It's not that she's a slob or anything. It's just that she doesn't clean up after herself very well. So on occasion, while she's at work, just to help out, I'll pick up the cups and the dishes from around the house and put them in the sink. I'll pick up her clothes. I don't know what kind of perfume she uses, but damn, does it smell good. Anyway, I'll put her clothes in the hamper, sweep the floor, turn the lights out, things like that. Nothing real major, just the basics. It always makes me happy to see the smile on her face when she comes home and sees the house all straightened up. She just stands there smiling, and she always says, "Thank you." Anything for Susan. Anything. I'm so taken by Susan. Sometimes at night, I like to go stand by her bedroom door and just watch her sleep. She looks so peaceful. I would like nothing more than to lay beside her with my arms around her waist and just hold her. Maybe someday. I know it's only been a little while, but I think I'm falling in love with her. I want to tell her how I feel. I want to show her. I think I'll do it tonight when she gets home. What's that? Some kind of folder on the table? HPRC, Hamilton Paranormal Research Center. Case file number 137. Paranormal? I've never seen this before. She must have left it behind when she left for work today. I'll just take a peek. Hey, there's a picture of Susan. What does it say underneath? Lead investigator? Wow, sounds important. Oh, here's a letter. I can barely read the writing. I hereby give my permission to any member of HPRC to live in my residence for the sole purpose of obtaining evidence of paranormal activity within and assist in removal of said activity. I can't read the signature, but there's that word again. There's more. A newspaper clipping from 1974. What does it say? Yesterday, the only son, Michael, age 17, of respected banker William Bernard, and his wife, Emily, was found dead in an apparent accidental fall from the attic door to the hallway below. The cause of death was a broken neck. The incident occurred in their home located at 19 Chestnut Street. Wait. Michael Bernard? That's my name, and that's my address. Those are my parents. What? I'm dead? I can't be dead. I can see. I can feel. I can touch. I remember the fall. I remember getting up. I remember my mother coming up the stairs crying because I fell. Wait. She wasn't looking at me. She was looking at the dead me on the floor. I remember now. Two men in suits coming over and taking my body away. All my relatives coming over a few days later dressed in black, crying, talking about I was too young to go. Go where? I didn't understand it then. I didn't go anywhere. I understand now. There's been many families move in and out. None of them really stay too long. Moms and dads with a couple of kids. Sometimes just mom and kids. Sometimes just dad. Aside from a few screaming matches and the sounds of making love on occasion, we all seem to pretty well get along. I really enjoyed playing games with the kids, though. They're so much fun playing hide and seek, duck, duck, goose, games like that. Made me feel alive. I really miss those kids. Why, the parents of children would always ask their kids, "Who are you talking to?" Then scream at me to leave their kids alone. They couldn't see me either. That's why her cat hates me. Why my parents just up and left one day? I thought they left me the house. Come to think of it, I haven't seen them in years. And why Susan was always smiling when I cleaned up. It wasn't because I did it. She was looking for evidence of my existence. She wants to get rid of me. I don't want to leave. I like it here. This is my house. I'm not leaving without a fight. She wants evidence. I'll give her evidence. I really loved her. I helped her. I even tolerated her damn cat. Well, screw all that. I've been nice so far, but after this, no more Mr. Nice Guy. She should be home soon. I'll wait right here, so when she comes through that door, game on. Part 2. Good evening. What you are about to hear is a dramatized audio translation of the events that occurred at 19 Chestnut Street on July 25th, 2018, starting at approximately 9:08 p.m. and ending at approximately 9:27 p.m. This translation was taken from video surveillance cameras and audio microphones placed in the living area, kitchen, upstairs hallway, and master bedroom of the home. Translation goes as follows. 9:08 p.m. Susan Meyer, former lead investigator of the Hamilton Paranormal Research Center, arrives at the home and enters through the front door. 9:09 p.m. The small manila folder sitting on the coffee table begins to shake and eventually takes flight in the direction of Miss Myers, striking her between the eyes, causing a small cut in her skin and tiny droplets of blood to flow down her face. 9:10 p.m. A large curio cabinet to her right seems to move out by itself about 3 inches from the wall and crash to the floor in front of her, pinning her between it and the front door, at which times Miss Myers screamed, "Michael, why are you doing this?" 9:11 p.m. A low humming sound is heard. The volume intensifies and forms into what appears to be a voice saying, "This is my house." 9:12 p.m. All lights under surveillance start turning on and off by themselves. Doors opening and closing repeatedly. The front door opens so hard that it strikes Mrs. Myers in the back, knocking her over the broken cabinet and onto the floor, dropping her purse in the process. 9:13 p.m. What appears to be a strong gust of wind blows the living room area so hard that it knocks over a table lamp and several knickknacks off the shelves, sending them crashing to the floor below. 9:15 p.m. From the floor, Miss Myers screams, "Michael, stop! I know this is your house. I know. Stop!" 9:16 p.m. A small cat enters the frame from the bottom left corner of the screen and immediately flies backwards off the screen. The sound of it hitting the wall and scurrying away is heard soon after. 9:18 p.m. All activities stop. Miss Myers stands, grabbing her purse, and says, "Michael, listen to me. I know you're mad. I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay. I quit my job today to be with you. I want to be with you here in this house." 9:21 p.m. What appears to be a large mass of black fog appears on camera, forming into what looks like a person. 9:22 p.m. Staring directly into the fog, Miss Myers says, "Michael, I can finally see you. I love you. I love everything you do for me, and now we'll always be together." 9:24 p.m. Reaching into her purse, Miss Myers produces a small handgun and places it to her temple. 9:25 p.m. All video surveillance cameras shut down and lose signal. Only audio remains. 9:26 p.m. One single gunshot is heard, then the sound of something heavy hitting the floor. 9:27 p.m. All transmissions are lost. The body of Susan Meyer was found dead after a neighbor called 911 to report what sounded like a gunshot. Officers arrive on the scene to find the house in disarray and Miss Myers' bloody corpse lying on the floor in the living room, the victim of an apparent suicide. The body was taken to the county morgue where cause of death was confirmed. The result for case 137 are as follows. The home is believed to be completely consumed by a malevolent evil spirit. Any further investigation may result in injury and or death of another member of this organization. I will not take that risk. Case number 137 is now closed and will never be spoken of again. My condolences to the Meyer family. Thank you for your time. David Weinhardt, Director of Operations, HPRC. Well, if you made it to the end, I want to thank you. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. Until the next video, we'll see you.